my name is John Cordy, and outside a mother just told a child to F off. That's cool. So, don't know if you might have seen yesterday's video. It wasn't well watched, but I thought it was important as I was kind of sharing a little part of my journey about memorising tunes. This video is going to be about what I was doing a little bit, but basically I spent a couple of days at Peter Gabriel's studio called Real World Studios, which is really exciting for me because I've never done anything like that before, and I was recording for a project for the keys player from Marillion, Mark Kelly, who's a really nice guy as it turns out. So we were recording a live version of an album which will be released at some stage. So that was really excited to be involved with that. I've been involved in some of the writing and playing on some of that stuff, writing solos and parts and all that sort of stuff, so that's really cool. And it's super nice to be asked to be involved, and no reason that anyone would know who I was, but that's fun. And everyone in the band is really cool. So I just wanted to talk through vaguely some of what was going on, and the rig stuff, so hopefully some of that's interesting, and then there'll be a tiny clip of playing. Obviously I can't share too much, but there's just one clip of a solo, but hopefully this might be interesting to a few of you. I guess there'll be people on this channel or watching this channel who, like me, up until this point haven't really got to go to kind of a nice kind of world-renowned studio, and so I just wanted to share a bit about it. So on the first day we kind of got there and loaded in a lot of doors for a studio, which is not the greatest setup. So you've got to walk through like a few sets of doors and try and prop them open while you're carrying in your amps and stuff. And then basically the first day we spent setting up, so a couple of hours setting up and then miking up the amps. So I took a dual amp setup. I took the California Tweed and the Mesa Mark 525, and I was using that with an old Mesa cabinet which had EVM 12Ls in, using them as a dual kind of clean amp setup. And I think I said in the video I was running the Fractal FM3 into the Cali Tweed. I guess I could just quickly show you my pedal board as well. So my clean sound, I'm just going through the Iridium for this because I don't want to set up all of the amps. There's basically nothing on except for a delay. So I've got a Free the Tone flight time delay, which I would just click to whatever the start of the track was with the tap tempo. And I'd sometimes have that on, sometimes have that off. And then for an additional kind of bit of reverb for the clean stuff, I have the Earthquaker devices underneath. So for like really ambient parts or whatever. Then the FM3 I was using to handle like extra delay for some stuff like solos, or a dotted kind of delay. I've got an HRM with kind of medium settings on it. So what have I got? The volume is at about 9:30, gain is at about 1:30, flat all the way down, and the treble was at about 1:30. So this was for like a driven rhythm tone, but not too driven. So it could still be kind of clean. And then I've got the Dude with a bit more gain and the Free the Tone flight time in the loop as well. The settings for that are ratio pretty much all the way up, level at about 9 o'clock, treble at about 1:30, and deep is at about 3:30. So and here's the cool bit, if I step on this button, my rhythm tone was basically both of those stacked. And then my big lead tone would be that with the delay. So a kind of big sustaining. And that's how I had that set up. So I was really happy with all of that. The only slight issues I had was the earthquake advices underneath. There's a bit of a volume drop, I think. What feels like a volume drop when you're playing into a real amp. And the other slight issue was that I'm using the Carl Martin OctaSwitch Mark III, which has dual outputs, which is a good thing, and has all of the loops and switching stuff. But with my amps, there was like a pop if I switched over to the kind of high gain. Don't know if it might not happen on here. Oh yeah, it's happening. So because there's like a volume boost, you get this little popping. So I don't know if anyone's got recommendations for switches that don't pop or anything like that would have a stereo out. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So yeah, I was really happy with the way the amp sounded. Super happy with, in specific, the Mark 525, which I think was giving me quite a lot of the kind of body and clean tone with that new EV speaker that I'm using. So that was great. I didn't have to tap dance too much, and I guess that's the thing that's the reason I would use the switcher. The FM3 I was super happy with as well, and so that's kind of the rig side of stuff sorted. The other guitarist, Woody, he was using a Friedman something, but on top of that he had a Bluder drive, which if you don't know is like a Dumble clone. One of the early ones, and I think Larry Carlton ended up using them and all kinds of people like that. But he's a huge Robin Ford fan, this guy, lovely guy as well, Woody. And I was kind of super excited to see one of those in flesh. Didn't get to play it, but I'm sure it sounds great. And then also I took a quick video of his board as well, because it was a bit posher than mine, but he was using a Gig Rig G2. And things that stood out on his board for me, he had a J-Rocket Tim Pierce overdrive, and he had an Ethos overdrive, which is also like a take on the Dumble stuff, which is cool. Those are the main things that stood out for me on his board. Overall, a really good experience, and hopefully I'm going to be able to show you some more footage from this and more kind of share exciting news about the stuff as I know more and as we get closer to a release date. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this was vaguely interesting. I just wanted to share why I was at Real World Studios and some bit of stuff about the rig. Hopefully that's interesting. Thanks for stopping by. If you could like and subscribe, that would be really helpful. And I'll catch you for another video soon. Cheers.
run you through this. This is a drum kit.
No, who are you?
I'm Henry Rogers.
What's your intro?
My intro for
your channel, bro.
Oh, hold on. I'm Henry Rogers.
It's good. Solid
This
stuff.
is my drum kit.
Yeah? Can you do a paradiddle?
Tom. Hold on. To do a paradiddle, you have to play with these hoppers. Yeah?
It's good. How long have you been playing?
Well, you know, I'm 29 now, but I've been playing for 36 years.
Oh shit.
That's why I'm really good at paradiddles.
Yeah.
You can play it again if you want.
Can you slow that down?
Slow it down a little bit.
Nice. Yeah. You starting that with the left hand, yeah?
Hey?
You left hand leading that?
Well, that was right hand lead. Left hand read it if you want.
Yeah, but I'm going to have this on mirror. Gotcha.
This is a high, Tom.
Yeah. How high is it? Pretty high.
It's an 8, it's a 10, 12, 14, 16.
And that's the legal age, that one.
Hey?
That one's the legal age.
That's the legal age drum.
Are you available to play through something?